In today's Educating Mid-Michigan segment, we are talking about some back-to-school tips for parents to keep in mind. We welcome back to the show this morning Mr. Craig Douglas. Hello.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Great to see you as always. And I know so many folks, parents, students, and the like, mentally preparing for back-to-school time. Let's look at some tips today for parents, grandparents, guardians, as most schools are getting underway soon.
Long list of possible topics to delve into. For the segment today, I stumbled onto a blog on the internet written by Beth Deacon, and she had a long list. I'm going to extract just a couple of the key ones, I think the simpler ones.
Yeah, what stuck out to you?
Yeah, what stuck out to me is some very common sense things. One, get into the school area. Many schools are ramping up with open houses, classroom visits, different events. If that's the case, take advantage of them and get in there, meet the staff, meet the teachers. Maybe there's a new principal or two. Get your feet on the ground and get an idea of what the climate's like.
And that's good for the student, too.
Oh my gosh, it relieves so much anxiety, especially for the elementary students. But even middle schoolers are probably too cool to admit it, but it's even going to hit them, too.
Yeah, it's good to see where you're going and what your routine will be.
Yeah, and that kind of leads into her second point, and that is kind of figure out and map out what some of those routine stumbling blocks might be. I'll cite this as an example. If you're a parent that's going to drive to school each day, all right, what are the correct pathways in and out of the parking lot? That's always a challenge in elementary schools. And what are pickup times and drop-off times? You don't want to get there too early or too late. You want to be just right, and try to work out some of those details ahead of time.
Work out the kinks. Yeah,
yes.
This is about finding that rhythm, right?
Yep. If you're riding the bus, where's the bus stop? What's the time to expect? Who's the driver? All those things. The more, mysteries you can solve ahead of time, the simpler the back-to-school day and days will be for everybody.
Yeah, don't be scared. Be prepared.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that'll go a long way. What else do you have for us this morning?
Try and get the students to buy in. If there are back-to-school shopping excursions, if you will, planned, take the youngsters along, get their input, whether it's the color of the shirt or whatever. Try to get that buy-in from the student.
It sets the tone.
It sets the tone, and they have ownership, and then they'll be quicker to adapt. Routine changes. Sleep is a big priority. Now, yesterday...
That's tricky. So many kids are used to sleeping in summertime.
Absolutely. Yesterday, fall sports started, so for high schoolers, that's probably already hit home, right, to adjust to practice times and such. But when school starts, everybody's got to adjust. And one of the things that Beth in her blog suggested is adjusting sleep time incrementally. Maybe in 10, 15, 20-minute blocks, not just all at once.
You can't do it overnight, so to speak.
You can't. Ease into it, in other words.
All right. And then what about just any other routines? Maybe rein in the diet a little bit, too? That can help with focus in school.
Yeah, absolutely. So much is related to that. And I would also throw out, meals, meal preps. Is this a child that likes to eat school lunch, wants to bring their own lunch, etc. Kind of map out those strategies ahead of time. I like what you said. The more prepared you are, the better.
Yeah, it's the theme to me, it sounds like, is preparing and being ready to get it back into that routine. Because a lot of it is a rhythm and a routine.
It is. And it's also relationships, right? Get to know the staff. The school secretary is key. Got to get those advanced relationships started. So, when school's operational and all the wheels are going, everybody's in sync.
That's right. Here's the smooth sailing for everybody. It sounds like some simple things, but they are some easy things you can do just to make things a little better heading back into the new school year.
And I cite the one blog, but there are a lot of other resources on the internet.
Oh, definitely.
Take a look.
Well, you are a number one resource right
I don't
here,
know about that,
Mr. Douglas.
I enjoy being here, Matt.
We're glad to have you. And again, we'll help you ease back into this new school year. Thank you so much.
Thank you.